Hello! In this video lesson, we will review present perfect, as in, I have applied to college. Present perfect is a verb tense of English. It is used to describe events that began in the past and are important in the present. It is made with has or have and the past participle form of a verb. If you know how to use has or have and the past participle, then you can easily make a present perfect sentence. But let's review. Should I use has or have? For first person singular and first person plural, use have, as in I have or we have. For second person singular and second person plural, also use have. You have, you all have. For third person singular, use has. He or she has, Leo has. The school has, my teacher has. And for third person plural, use have. They have, Leo and Mandy have, the teachers have, my college applications have. Past participle is the ed or sometimes the en form of a verb. For regular verbs like look, study, or help, the past participle form is the same as the past tense form, like look, looked, looked, study, studied, studied, help, helped, helped. But for irregular verbs like be, the past participle takes a different form from the past tense. Be is the base form, past tense is was or were, and past participle is been. Here are some other irregular verbs. Go, went, gone. Give, gave, given. Write, wrote, written. Read, read, read. You will use these past participle forms to make present perfect tense verbs. Here are some examples of sentences with present perfect verbs. I have studied hard. I is the subject. Have is in first person singular. It agrees with the subject, I. And studied is the past participle form of study. They have applied to college. They is the subject. Have is third person plural. It agrees with the subject, they. And applied is the past participle form of apply. Dr. Carroll has been a principal. Dr. Carroll is the subject. Has is in third person singular. It agrees with the subject, Dr. Carroll. And been is the past participle form of be. We have been in the library. Mandy has received a letter. He has taught biology. Now you try. Rewrite these sentences in present perfect tense. For example, I buy books will become I have bought books. We'll talk about 3 uses for present perfect tense. Present perfect tense is used to describe an event that began at an unknown time in the past. For example, Leo has moved into the university dorms. His parents have taken a campus tour. Mandy has submitted her application letter. We know these events took place in the past, but we don't know exactly when they took place. Try to unscramble these 2 sentences using present perfect tense verbs. Another use of present perfect tense is to describe an event that began in the past but continues in the present. For example, Mandy has studied at Wilson High School. Is she still a student? Then this event continues in the present. Did she graduate? Then this event took place at an unknown time in the past. Mrs. Delgado has taught Spanish, and she still does. Dr. Carroll has helped students apply for college. Now it's your turn again. Use the present perfect form of the verb to complete these 2 sentences. Another use of present perfect tense is to describe an event that took place in the past and then repeated. For example, I have attended every class. Leo and Mandy have passed all their classes with honors. The university has offered many kinds of classes. All of these events took place in the past one time, and then they happened again another time, maybe several times. Here's some more practice. Correct the verb errors in these sentences. Use the present perfect verb form. You can make present perfect tense negative by adding not. To do this, add not between has or have and the past participle. For example, Dr. Carroll has not visited every college campus. Mrs. Delgado has not been a counselor. Leo and Mandy have not received their acceptance letters. You can also make questions with present perfect tense. Simply move has or have in front of the subject. Leo has applied to college becomes, has Leo applied to college? Mrs. Delgado has taught Spanish becomes, has Mrs. Delgado taught Spanish? Try turning these sentences into yes-no questions. You can use contractions with pronouns and present perfect tense. I have been a student can become, I've been a student. She has received financial aid can become, she's received financial aid. We have met our professors can become, we've met our professors. In speaking, we don't just use contractions with pronouns. We use contractions with just about any subject. Mandy has worked hard might become, Mandy's worked hard. Leo has bought his books might become, Leo's bought his books. The universities have sent out acceptance letters might become, the universities have sent out acceptance letters. When you use negative present perfect, the contraction is between has or have and not. For example, I have not been to the student center can become, I haven't been to the student center. Leo has not bought his parking permit can become, Leo hasn't bought his parking permit. Finally, be careful with contractions in writing. You should not use contractions in formal or academic writing. For example, essays, reports, presentations, application letters, or research papers. In formal or academic writing, you should write the full words. Thanks for watching. Review this video before our next session. See you then.